Hello everyone, my name is Tongsly, and welcome to another Warframe showcase, where we're going to be looking at the new Warframe and his two new signature weapons, Gauss. So, Gauss is a new Warframe that's been added to the game Warframe, I believe, a couple days ago? Like, literally, from the time that I recorded this, it was a couple days ago. I'm a little late on making a video about Gauss, mainly because I wanted to, like, make him more professionally, instead of, like, just purchasing a Warframe right off the bat. So, in a way, this is me, like, redeeming myself of, when I was trying to, like, get Hildren, because I was not able to get Hildren, through, like, non-purchase wise, because I ended up finding out I needed to reach a certain rank with Little Duck, and I'm still not that high in rank yet, mainly because I haven't been like farming Profit Taker in a little while. So I made him after getting his parts in the new game mode Disruption. There's, like, it's not like a new game mode, but there's disruption modes now in multiple maps, which I'm going to showcase to you guys where they're located, so that you guys can go to those places and try them out for yourself. It's a really fun game mode, and now they made it where it's not just set only for the Corpus. Though it made sense that it was set to the Corpus because of their amalgam tech, but now all the other factions are having all these amalgam terminals, so it makes you wonder, is there going to be future amalgam weapons that is a combination of other factions stuff? Like, are we going to see amalgam infested, amalgam Grineer? Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see what the devs do. So right here we have the Warframe Gauss. Like I said, this is a video about Gauss. Gauss is a speed-based Warframe. He's very fun to play. Like, he has a lot of movement speed. That movement speed he has right there is after he's modded. I'm going to showcase you guys a difference of his stats compared to my build right here. This is my build right now for Gauss. I'm rocking 202% duration. Efficiency is just 100%. Range 97%, which I'm actually comfortable with the build of how I'm using this build, and 154% strength due to the Umbral mods, mainly, that is supporting it. And this build is actually really good. Like, I do not have an Eximus slot yet, and I will, of course, in the future sometime try to get, like, some Umbral Forma for this, so that way I can be able to give it an even better build. But for now, I'm comfortable with this. Like, where we got, like, decent stats, and the amount of range we have is actually not too far from the base range for the abilities, so we don't have to worry about it, like, ruining any of the abilities too much. But let's go over, like, a before and after take. So right here, if I get rid of the red, this is Gauss's stats when you max rank him to start with. You start with 150 armor, decent armor, 225 energy, which is actually not half bad, 300 health, good amount of health, 450 shields. I believe he's one of the Warframes that might have more shields than certain Warframes. Sprint speed, if I remove this, because this is what's given the additional speed for just a moment, you start with 1.40. So you got some really good movement speed on this Warframe. And then, of course, everything's just 100%. And then we look at the abilities. We have Mac Rush. Burst into Hyper Sprint, bowling over enemies, and charging the battery. Crashing into solid objects generates a powerful shockwave, which, as we can see, performs massive knockback. Hold to rush continuously. So, in a way, this is his variant of a sprint button. Like, we can sprint, but this is like him using like his sprint. Like only he can do this because he's a speed Warframe. Kinetic plating, generating armor plating that converts a portion of absorbed kinetic damage, physical, heat, cold, and blast into energy. Also protects Gauss from being staggered or knocked down. Damage resistance is relative to the battery level. So, this can be actually a very useful ability for, in a way, kind of like tanking. But he's not as efficient as actual tanks, because like this only allows him to convert damage into energy. So in a way, it gives you energy so that you can be able to use your like your first ability so that you can sprint out of danger as quick as possible. That's the good thing about the second ability. Thermal Sunder. This one has two elements. You have the cold status, and then you have the heat status. Siphon kinetic energy from the area, charging the battery and inflicting cold status on nearby enemies, and hold reverses the process, draining the battery and inflicting heat status on nearby enemies. So, cold allows us to charge the battery, because it's, like, think of it like an engine. Like, when you're using, like, something to cool down the engine from it heating up, it pretty much just settles the thing down so that everything can pick back up again so it doesn't overheat. That's pretty much what this is getting at, is like the battery can end up using energy from using heat. So to save energy, you want to use cold, because it doesn't use as much energy as heat will. Like, energy for the battery, of course. And then we have his ultimate red line. Push Gauss battery beyond the red line, supercharging his abilities and setting fire rate, attack speed, reload speed, and holster rate into overdrive. When past the red line, bolts of arcing electricity dance periodically from Gauss, exploding en masse when the ability is deactivated. Now, the bolts of electricity, funny enough, it doesn't even do electricity damage. It does impact and puncture, so this is pretty much a decent all-around damager versus all the factions. Not as much against Infested, though. Like, it'll still, of course, kill Infested, no doubt. But I mean, like, because it's more focused on impact and puncture, it's not going to do as much as Slash would if you had a Slash-based status proc. And then, of course, we could see right here, the fire rate we have increased. We get to 15 to 75% fire rate, 8 to 40% attack speed, 10 to 50% reload speed, and 20 to 100% holster speed. So he can switch weapons on the fly. And then, of course, we look at the comparison of all these, which I'm going to make sure to go nice and slow, so that way everyone can see each stats, and as I showcase the stats of his abilities in my build, we'll see a major difference of what made mine good. Because, in my opinion, I'm really liking this build. And here we have the difference of that compared to mine. And it showcases in the red and green on the right side of the original stats. So right here we got Mac Rush. Instead of doing 800 impact, I now do 1,232. Explosion radius and radius itself is not that far from the stock radius of the ability's original range, so it's still at a very good standing point with range. Duration for kinetic plating, it went from 30 to 60.6 seconds. I'm loving that duration because it allows me to have the kinetic plating for a longer period of time. It also enhanced my damage reduction from 20 to 100% to 31 to 100%. And of course, energy conversion had no change. Like, nothing seems to change the energy conversion for this. Also, I'm going to be getting rid of this mod because I did a little test off camera. I wanted to see what happens if I have Gladiator Finesse to make it drain energy to stop lethal damage while having my kinetic plating on against like a level 140. It can make you sustain for like a split second more, but other than that, it's not that major. I honestly, in my own opinion, I would not recommend that. If anything, I would more recommend like going for a build that can help you get energy even more, or just like maybe like try to fix up enhancing more of your stats, like maybe give yourself more shields, more duration could be good, more ability range. Anything besides like going for the Gladiator mod that I was using. I thought of using actually adaptation and the Rage mod, or maybe even adaptation could help with what I was trying to go for, because adaptation helps you decrease the amount of damage you take from certain damage sources, so who knows, maybe that'll be a lot better. I'll just have to see in the future when I can get a chance. Thermal Sunder, we have Radius, not too far from the stock, only less than like 40.46 meters. Not that bad at all. Duration went from 10 to 20.2 seconds. Status duration went from 8 to 4 seconds to 8.8 to 16.16 seconds. And then there is, of course, the enhancement in damage for both cold and heat, as well as blast. 150 to 750 is now 231 to 1155 for heat and cold. And the blast damage, sorry about that, I accidentally drifted down. The blast damage went from 300 to 1500 to 462 to 2310. And finally, then there is his ultimate, the red line. Drain is still normal. Duration duration's gone from 30 to 60.6 seconds. Fire rate 15 to 75% is now 30 to 152%. 8 to 40% is now 16 to 81%. Reload speed is 10 to 50%. To 20 and to 101%, and then finally holster speed is 20 to 100% to now 40 to 202%. And the area damage from the electric bolts that fires out of his body that homes in on target locations is from 400 to 616. Now, one thing I found out interesting about the Warframe, strength does not enhance Gauss's major perks. I found out. Like, literally, no lie. If I take this off, like, look at this, and then I'm going to take it off, no change. The reason why is because, apparently, his ability is on duration. Duration, literally, when I first got this Warframe to start leveling it up so that I can prepare this video to show you guys Gauss on my end. Duration is what affects his abilities. So the more duration you have, the more increased fire rate, attack speed, reload speed, and holster speed you get. So the only time the intensify affects anything is just the damage. Like, that's the only thing. Like, it did decrease area damage back to 400, but that's the only thing it affects. It does not affect the holster speeds or any of that. So, the major thing that really buffs this Warframe is duration. Sorry about that. Feels like I got sun in my throat. I need to wash it down. Where's my water? Here's my water. Give me my water. Alright, so, one thing's for certain. I'm also going to put this on before I forget. Don't want to forget putting that on there. And I'm going to try to get Rage on here. Like, Rage or Hunter Adrenaline. Hunter Adrenaline's better because of the extra 5% that you get for energy conversion. And then I feel like putting that on would definitely, like, greatly enhance the amount of energy that Gauss gets. But I don't know. Like, honestly, he gets a lot of energy already. So making him have a build that focuses on getting even more energy might not be the best idea. I don't know. So, continuing on, though, this is my build for him. Like, right, currently, this is the build. I could alter it a little bit. Maybe sacrifice narrow-minded and put adaptation there so that I could put, like, augur message. I could go for that. But right now, I'm liking how this is all looking. And then I have my arcanes. I have Arcane Awakening, which on reload, 10% chance for 25% damage to pistols for 4 seconds. Like, this is just stuff that I just added for, like, right now. Just for, like, kicks until I can get some more arcanes. Because I'm a little low on arcanes, as you can, like, see right here. I'm not major in the arcanes. Like, I'm missing some arcanes, and I feel like these would give me more benefits. Other than that, like, I'm just mainly trying to get all these arcanes up. That's why I haven't really thought of, like, what could be better arcanes for him. So, we're gonna also look at his weapons, which right here we have the Acceltra. For people that do not know, this is not just a regular rifle. It is an assault rifle, but this does not shoot bullets. It shoots rockets, and I'll show it right here. Literally, those are rockets. Those are high-speed rockets that he's firing. And I'm also going to put back my amalgam serration. I'm liking the amalgam mods for some of the mods a lot better because they're given. I like how, even though they have 10% less stats than the original mod, they have the extra bonus that, in my opinion, is worth it because it's still a very nice upgrade. So yeah, like, that's the Acceltra, and then we have the AkArius. These are burst-firing rocket pistols. He really likes to use rocket-based weapons, I can tell. And also, you can see a difference right there for people that don't know. Whenever reload without moving, you can see that's the reload speed when he's standing still. If I fire and then reload while sprinting, it's much faster. So that's the extra perk that he gets that apparently is part of the weapon. And like, the weapon, it reloads faster as you move faster. So the faster you sprint, the faster these two weapons reload. They're all about speed, of why it's better to maybe use it with Gauss than other Warframes. But of course, that's not stopping you from using other Warframes. Like, of course, Volt could be a good choice for these. Any Warframe can be good. You just have to make sure to sprint so that the reload speed is faster. That's all you have to do, is just make sure you sprint. And let's look at his passive ability. Moving generates an electrical current that fills Gauss's battery. Shields recharge up to 80% faster, while the recharge delay is up to 80% shorter based on the battery level. So that could be another thing that you could probably focus on too, is like, if you want to make him sustain more damage, instead of having adaptation like what I put on here, you could put on mods that completely, like, gives him even more, like, shield recharge, which, like, a good one could be like this one right here, Fortitude. 20% chance to resist knockdown, plus 80% shield recharge. So right there, you'd get 160% shield recharge, like, right off the bat. and you just have to fill up the battery, which is not that hard to fill up the battery at all. Like, you can literally fill up the battery in seconds. It doesn't take that long at all. So I might even actually do that myself right there, because he's not too focused on using, like, his armor. He's more focused on, like, having his shields help him sustain damage, and then he gets energy from kinetic plating so that he can use, like, some of his abilities to maybe get out of danger and then find a vantage point to continuate the fight. You don't want to stay in midst combat as Gauss for too long, and don't mind this, like, I was just leveling this up. I did not have this weapon max, so I just had it equipped. So I'll, of course, use whatever weapon is necessary depending on the mission that I showcase his abilities in. But let's at least like showcase the abilities right now. So it's gonna be kind of hard, being that small area, but let's try our best to not fall off. So right here, Mac Rush knocks enemies down, firing the weapon, give them a tough time to shoot back, speed out. And then we got kinetic plating, which if I was not in invincibility, the damage that would be from this person attacking would be converting into energy. But I do not have to worry about that right now, because I'm just showcasing what the abilities can do. So you know what, to showcase how it looks, I'm going to spawn them at a lower level. So let's say 30. Level 30 enemy. Get rid of invincibility. Activate it. And once my plating goes down, if they ever shoot, there we go. So I can see right there, I'm getting energy from them hitting me as I'm taking the shots. That's pretty much what this helps with doing. Like, I'm getting energy as I'm taking the shots. And it seems having adaptation is actually not too bad, because it's allowing me to like have like a large amount of energy come back as I'm like decreasing the damage that they deal to me. But I believe that also decreases the damage that's converted into energy. I do not know. It looks like it wasn't. But let's check one more time. So I'm gonna use up my energy. There we go. Oh, nope. I just need enough energy to use my second. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna spawn them again. So already, they're having a tough time hurting me. Come on. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. Yeah, I am hurting so badly. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's decreasing the damage too much. I'm still getting a good amount of energy back, but I'm also dealing with a heavy gunner, so they're not going to really be a major energy replenisher, at least not always, because there's going to be like a bunch of gunfire. And then, as you also saw from me using my third ability, we have Thermal Sunder, which there's the cold, and then we have heat, and if we combine both of them, it turns it into blast. But that's, of course, in this bubble where both of them are meeting. That's how the mechanic works. So if you want blast to be in the same spot with both bubbles, you want to stand still and activate them like that. And now all of this is blast. That whole bubble is now blast. And the cool thing about, like, being able to place it wherever you want, you can be strategic about it. Like, say, like, there's enemies attacking the defense point here, and there's enemies coming from here. You can cold that, and then the enemies attacking this, put heat there. That way it damages these guys. Cold will damage all of them, but it's mostly focused on slowing them down. So that way it gives you a chance to wipe out the enemies attacking defense points. And then by the time these guys get through this bubble that's slowing them and slowing their attack rate, you'll already have, if you're really built to face off against the faction, you'll already have killed those guys, and then you can kill the ones that's behind. And then we have Red Line, which might be a little difficult to showcase here, but I'm going to try my best. So, there we go. Activating Red Line. Opens up Gauss. Oh, boy. There I go again. Yeah, there's no way to showcase Red Line in this area. I'm going to have to showcase that, like, amidst combat in a large map. But right there, I'm also going to showcase, like, the Acceltra and the AkArius for you guys. So, spawn this as a 140. Alright, so... Oh, whoa, hold on. They will wipe me out pretty quick if I do that without their AI paused. Ah! Poop! Give me a second. What the... Pausing AI while one's already spawned and just walking in place. Well, at least that's keeping the carrier busy to not damage this one. So, here we have the Acceltra. We're going to fire this. The Acceltra is majorly a crit-based weapon. Like, this thing starts with a 32% crit chance, and adding Vigilante armaments plus, like, Point Strike definitely gives this thing a massive damage buff. The only downside of this weapon, as you can see, I'm already close to being literally depleted of all my ammo, because this weapon, if known for attack rate and damage, is not known for ammo. It only has 48 in the magazine and 120 on hand. So that's a total of only 168 shots. That's all you have. But it does do quite a bit of damage to compensate it, which is actually very nice, and I actually do like it. We're also going to get rid of the one that's walking and pacing. And then we're going to showcase the AkArius. And right here, AkArius. Burst fire, rocket launcher, and does it have a... Oh, no. Oh, okay, so it seems like they home towards the ground of the target. That's pretty cool. I actually did not know about that. And they're already dead. Took me 2 whole magazines, but they're dead. So, definitely a major powerhouse of a sidearm. But the downside of both the weapons is their amount of ammo. So definitely having an ammo mutator or carrier would be definitely a better choice. So that way you can be able to, like, get a good amount of ammo back. Because if not, you're just going to end up running out of ammo very quick, and that's not good. Alright, so I'll make sure to, like, do a video on, like, the Acceltra and AkArius builds in the future when I get, like, Forma for them, for, like, a perfected build, but you guys at least get to see, like, a quick look at the build I'm going with for the Acceltra and the AkArius right now. This is the build right here. I got Amalgam Serration, Split Chamber. I have Point Strike right now, hoping to get, Vital Sense. That's what it's called? Yeah. Hoping to get Vital Sense to enhance the crit damage. Maybe even get more crit chance with Argon Scope. Malignant Force and High Voltage to give it corrosive for the armor targets. And then we have Vigilante Armaments, which is increased to 10% chance to enhance critical hits compared to 5%, because I like to give my Sentinels and my MOA the Vigilante mods. Like, even though they won't need, like, the punch through and stuff, I just gave it to them for now. Like, that's literally why it's there for now, is because I'd rather have the enhancement until I can perfect my builds in the future. And like I said, don't mind this. This is just an extra because I was loading it up. Alright, so let us have a better look at Gauss by going to, let's say, an open world map. Let's go there. Wide open spaces. Perfect for a speed Warframe to stretch his legs. I'm going to wait till these people spawn. Also, I'm going to let everything take a moment to load. I also love the changes they did with the Plains of Eidolon. Like, everything looks so much better now than how it used to look. Also, they added some new extra thing to the Plains of Eidolon as well, which is apparently there could be side stuff that happens in the Plains of Eidolon. Like, literally, there's side stuff that can occur. Right here, I'm showcasing the amount of distance and, like, land you can traverse using Gauss's first ability. I ran out of energy, but I'll be able to get energy back pretty quickly. But yeah, like, Gauss is an awesome Warframe. Like, if I had full energy, I feel like I could have caught up and got here to where this player is, like, by now. Volt will never be the same again, because Gauss is here now, because Volt is no longer going to be the fastest Warframe. Gauss is here, and he is all about speed. Don't let him take the territory. Got it. Boom! Now that we got some max energy, why don't we give, like, using Redline a try? Whoop. Back in the field. Now see, this is where Gauss can put his abilities to full use. Because now, I have all this space that I can just bum rush people back and forth in. This is fun! I just run around and just hit everyone with all these electric bolts. That's all I'm doing right now, is just running around and hitting everyone with these electric bolts. This is fun. Woo! Better hurry, follow me. Woo! Turn that off so I can save energy. The Acceltra is also an amazing crowd control weapon. Like, this thing does massive damage to a bunch of enemies. I am loving using this thing. Alright, where's this mission? That way. Let's see if I can get over there with a full thing of energy. Holy crap. This is so awesome. All I know is, this is an awesome Warframe. The weapons are all heavy hitters. Like the Acceltra and the AkArius, they do a lot of damage. And that's what I really like about these. Look at that damage that I'm doing just to the ship. I wonder, can I hit these guys? Darn it. I want to see if I can, like, get the homing rockets to go after this Oh, oh, they almost did. I wasted ammo, though, doing that. I'm not going to do that again. What the hell is happening to its guns? Does anyone else see that? The guns are floating. Oh, great. These sidearms are bad to use because they're homing on the cannons. I need ammo. How about you drop me some ammo? 10 shots. Come on, you all can do better. You know what? Fine. You all don't want to do better than that for me? Then I guess I'll do this. Hey, there we go. That hit him. Wait, does it only home if I aim? What happens if I shoot? No, they have it looks like they still have a slight home. Yeah, they still home. Okay, so yeah, like, it's better not to use the AkArius versus the Thumpers because for some reason it homes on the cannon. It doesn't go after. So, there you have it. Gauss, the Acceltra, and the AkArius in a nutshell. As well as a little look-see here that they added the link config. You can link people your apparel as well as your builds for like your weapons and your Warframes now in the chat, so people can take a look at how you made your build. So yeah, it's really cool. I like it. But I'm gonna have to end off the episode here. I've been playing this for literally a whole hour, and I gotta take care of some things like off camera. I got stuff to do with some friends and stuff. But I had fun. This is a very fun Warframe. I like this Warframe. I'll sometimes see what I can do, like, about that weird sudden tank in FPS. I do not know what caused that. It has to have been, like, the players, because, like I said, whenever I go there by myself, the FPS is completely fine. I barely ever suffer lag at all, and right there, it just tanked horribly. I feel like it might be my network. Maybe I have to increase network speed. I don't know. I'll just have to see sometime when I get a chance. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and stay notified on my channel of when the next video uploads, and also future videos. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
It's delicious.